Welcome guys to another tutorial. It's Set Music here. So in today's tutorials, I'm going to teach you how, to play triads and how to use triads to sound like a pro on the piano. Now, let's just go straight into it. What is a triad? A triad, it's simply a three-note chord. Yes, as simple as that. A triad is simply a three-note chord, which means when we have three notes precisely, three notes. Let's say we have note 1, note 2, and note 3 pressed down together. It's called a triad. Yeah. So a triad is simply a three-note chord. While in chords we can have maybe 4, 5, 6, 7 notes pressed together depending on the chord quality, the level of extension and embellishment. Something like this, we can have something like this as a chord. But when we talk about triad, it's simply three notes. Yes. 2, 3 held together. I can play something else on my left hand, but it has to go with the same thing I'm playing on my right hand. So if you see me pressing down 5 notes together, that doesn't mean I'm playing maybe other things. I'm still playing a triad. If you can see, this is a C, this is a C, this is E, G. So this is still called a triad because I'm just repeating same thing on my left hand without my third. So a triad, it's simply a three-note chord. Now, in order to explore triads and use them to sound good on the piano, we'd look at the 5 types of triads we have. So first of all, we have the major triad, the minor triad, the augmented triad, the diminished triad, and the suspended triad. So we're going to take a look at each of them separately and how we can incorporate it into our playing. Yes, because we're not just going to be talking about theories and all of that. We're going to incorporate it into a little piece or into a little song so we can have a clearer and better understanding. Yeah? So a major triad is basically the 1. Yes, so for the reference, we're going to be using C as our reference. So our starting point, you could take it, transpose it up or, pitch it up to any key you want to learn. Yes, but we're going to be using C for a better understanding. So we're starting from C. If we want to build a major triad from C now, the formula is simply our 1, our 3, and our 5. Yes, and you can see, be mindful of the fingers I'm using to play as well. Our 1 is our finger 1, our 3 is our finger 3, and our 5 is finger 5. So exactly that's how it is. 1, 2, 1, 3, and 5. That's our major triad. So for left hand, we could play the same thing, but to get a better sound, we could just remove our third and play our root and fifth, something like this. Yes, if you want to stretch, you could as well go down an octave, play your root, your fifth, and another root. So this is a major triad. Now, secondly, we're going to look at the minor triad. A minor triad is simply our 1, our flat 3, and our 5. So if this is our 1, this is our 3, but it's a flat 3 this time around. So we take it down chromatically, semitone, and then our 5. So this is our minor. This is C minor now, our minor triad. So this is C major triad. This is C minor triad. So as I said, we are just using C as a reference. You could take it up to any key and it will give you the same result, yeah? So C major triad, C minor triad. Now the next triad we're going to be looking at is the augmented triad. The augmented triad is simply our 1, 3, and sharp 5. 1, 3, and sharp 5. So let's say I'm playing this 1, 3, and 5. So we sharpen our 5 and we have an augmented chord. So this is an augmented chord. Sounds weird, yeah? So that's our augmented chord. And we're going to look at our diminished chord. Yes. So our diminished chord is simply our 1, our flat 3, and our flat 5. Our 1, flat 3, and flat 5. So if this is 1, which is C, I have 3, and we flat it by semitone. I have 5, and we flat it by semitone. So we have an augmented chord. So that's an augmented chord, C augmented triad. Then we're going to be looking at a suspended chord. Now, this is one of my favorite chords, like for all time favorite chord, and I'm not even kidding about it. So, suspended chord, it's actually a chord that is used so much in gospel, in R&B, in every genre and style of music for the suspense it creates, So, we have basically two types of suspended chord. We have our suspended 2 and our suspended 4. So you could call it sus2 or sus4. However, because I've not taught you guys inversion, so I will do that in our next tutorials. But basically, the sus2 and the sus4 are almost the same thing when you invert it up. But for the sake of these tutorials, we just take the two as different entities. So let's go. The formula for our sus2 is our 1, our 2, and our 5. That's it. So on our left hand, as I said, we could just play the root and the 5. This is sus2. Sounds familiar, right? You've heard it in a lot of songs. Yeah, in Hillsong, Maverick City, Elevation Worship, a lot of. This is sus2. And the next suspended chord we're learning is the sus4. Now, in our sus4, we're simply going to play our 1, our 4, and our 5. Simple as that. So let's go. Our 1, our 4, and our 5. Our left hand still remains our 1 and our 5th, right? So this is our 4. sus4. sus4 chord. This sounds like, F sus2 as well with the 5th on the root. So we're going to do a little exercise right here to just help us, recall our chords and enhance our vocabulary for triads. So we're going to play a major, a minor, a sus2, sus4, diminished, augmented. I go again. Major, minor, sus2, sus4, diminished, augmented. Yeah, you can feel that sound. It's already giving, a suspenseful vibe, like a movie, right? Again, major, minor, sus2, sus4, diminished, augmented. One more time, major, 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 minor, minor, sus2, right? still, sus 4, diminish, and I'll diminish. So now we're going to take a song in the key of C, and I'm going to give you guys a progression. Then we can see how we can incorporate these triads to make this song sound just fine and good, right? So we're going to be using this song. What song is that? Yeah. How great is our God? Yes. Yeah. So how great is our God? So we'll just take the how great is our God? Yeah. Sing with me, how great is our God? Yeah. And all will sing, how great is our God? That sounds very, very well. In fact, it's still triad. But now let's spice it up a bit. We're gonna play around with our sus 2 and our sus 4. You know, whenever we're on our 1, on our 4, and on our 5, because that's simply our progression. So how great is our God? Yes, our 1, our 6, our 4, our 5, and our 1. The progression again in the key of C. Our 1, our 6, our 4, our 5, and back to our 1. Yeah. So you might hear a lot of pianists playing. That sounds good. Yeah, but for pros and then intermediate players, but as beginners, we could sound so good and fine. We just try it. This is how we do it. So let's go. How great, sus 2, is our God, sus 4. Back to 1. Sing with me, how great, 6. We'll do the same thing. Sus 2, sus 4, back to our root. Oh, we'll sing, how great is our God. Sus 2, sus 4, back to our 1. So it creates that suspense instead of just playing how great as a beginner is our God. You see? You don't even have to do how great is our God. Just how great is our God. Sus 4. Sing with me, how great. Sus 2 is our God. Sus 4. And all will sing, how great. Now, sus 4. Great is our God. Yeah, so guys, I'm going to leave you with this exercise. Make sure you practice it on C, and also if you understand it, practice it on other keys. But just make sure you let me know which keys you guys would want me to, cover as well, for you guys to have a better understanding. So once again, I'll go over the exercise for the song How Great Is Our God, which is ranging from our 1, our 6, our 4, and our 5. So basically, how great, our 1, our sus 2 is our God, sus 4, back to our 1. Again, how great, sus 2 is our God, sus 4, back to our 1. Sing with me, our 6, great, the same thing, sus 2 is our God, our 4. All will sing to our 4 now. Great, this is just sus 2 because of the timing of the progression. Then our 5, we'll use the sus4. How great is our God. Yes, exactly. So suspended chord will always sound nice. Yes, will always sound nice. So you could just choose anyone to use, switch in between the sus2 and the sus4 whenever you're dwelling on a chord and you feel it sounds so boring. You could just switch it up, okay? So switch it up. Thank you guys. So as usual, if you enjoyed this video and you have any question, please drop it there in the comment section. You have anything you recommend I do for you guys, any breakdown or any song, any topic of your concern, please don't hesitate to drop it in the comment section. And please subscribe, comment, and share this to friends and anyone who you think is going to be interested in this. Thank you so much, guys. See you in the next tutorial.